Hello, welcome back to the channel. So now I'm going to tell you some specific 6 habits which is so crucial when somebody starting as an entrepreneurship. Somebody maybe already become a manager, director, C-suite executives, now thinking about starting their own venture about entrepreneurship mission. And these are the 6 one would be very valuable, because end of the day somebody could be very successful, big professor or big C-suite executive or director, but whenever starting a new journey with entrepreneurship is a completely different journey, and everybody has to start on a very junior level. I had to do that the same way as well too. And if you are thinking about doing this one, it's going to be the same way for you as well. So I put together 6 habits which can help someone to become more successful as a junior or new entrepreneur, so they can be really rock solid and avoid a lot of pitfalls which I had to go through myself. So I'm going to share with you. You want that right? Of course you do. Let's get started. Sure. Number 1, buy back my time. It's such an important aspect is about it. Whenever we start an entrepreneurship, we like to do a lot of things because we have passion for it. We love doing this one, and we tend to do the thing which we're really good at it because that's what require when we're a professional. But now when somebody want to be an entrepreneur, somebody good at something means that need to be immediately trained to the other team member, new team member, and move out to learn very fast and another new skills, and also train it back to another team member too. That's a lot of work, but that's how it is. But if somebody doesn't want to do all those things, forget about entrepreneurship, stick to professional life, and it's great. Just leverage on your specific skill set and can be really successful on that mission as well too. Number 2, schedule the priorities. So everybody like to do a lot of schedule, like in a corporate life, in a business, in a professional life. We manage our calendar, we put everything in our calendar. More or less everybody's successful right now as a manager on up level right now in this present era. Everybody using Google Calendar or Microsoft Calendar, managing everything in the calendar. But now the goal is about even more one level up now. It's not about just managing the schedule, it's about managing the priorities. So as an entrepreneur, the goal is about how do we focus for the top valuable thing of the day should be the top valuable and top priority of the day as well too. It's not about what existing schedule is already there. So anything is not as a top valuable thing that should be moved to the team members to take care of this one. And that's exactly why as an entrepreneur, it's so much important to build a team, and it's only happen when you constantly teaching the team members to stay up front and take on the mission forward. It's hard, I'm telling you, it's hard, and that's exactly why if you're really not ready to take this big jump of challenging mission of entrepreneurship, stick to your C-suite executive jobs or director jobs or management jobs. That will pay you well, and that will be also fine as well too. Number 3, as an entrepreneur, it's so much important that we really take care of our own health. Mental health and physical health, both are very important too. There is lots of tons of videos and sharing and tips from many lots more bigger entrepreneurs than me. But one thing I see this one makes a huge difference in this mission and this one when you start this entrepreneurship is about staying hydrated. So this is something really helped me. It's something super simple, but this is something we always miss out. In our modern day as a man, we take lots of coffee, maybe 2 or 3 coffees in a day. That make us hydrated, but actually we're not hydrating ourselves, we're just caffeinate ourselves too. So, but our body needs a lot more water than that one too. And then the second thing, we always in air-conditioned rooms, so we feel comfortable, and our body is actually not feeling really thirsty because of the air, but the air-conditioned air is constantly soaking the water out of our skin as well too. So now we are in a situation where we not feel thirsty, but our body needs a lot more extra water, and that's why the games become so interesting and challenging. We gotta stay hydrated, because if you're not drinking extra water as an entrepreneur, we are setting ourselves for lots of roadblocks on the way where we're gonna stumble and we're gonna fall down again and again on the road of journey. And I tell you, entrepreneurship journey is a lot of work and a lot of challenge and lots of headache. Number 4, having a morning routine. I know a lot of people like have a slow morning, or they have a big afternoon, or somebody has a slow afternoon, have a morning routine and somebody has a really great. So for my personal life, when I was earlier part of my life, my evening used to be the best thing because I used to be able to focus and get a lot of exciting thing done. And I think that my evenings are pretty great too. But look at that, like normally every videos you can see in my YouTube channels or any content, most of them, almost 99% of them, shoot it in the night, in the evening. Look at the back, it's just dark through the window. So like after 7 or 8 p.m, even 9 p.m. I'm shooting on this video too. So I'm good at evening, but I realized this one that I always need a morning routine. The morning routine so I can actually set my day right and set my day in the right direction so I can just get it done the way it needs to be done. So that's something very important for me as well too. So I can actually manage that particular day and I can stay focused, and more importantly, I can get it done, the thing I need to do on that day. But again, I'm never forgetting the rule number 2, which is so much important for me and also should be for any entrepreneur, is about always manage the priorities. Number 5, no games. That sounds a little bit cliche. So as an entrepreneur, our need different, our desire is different. The thing somebody wants to do is different. And the thing what they want to do as an entrepreneur is always hard. It's really hard and not trained enough to do this one. Because our school college system always trained us to be a good professional, to be a manager or good executives. But when you become an entrepreneur, it needs a completely different set of school. And look around, there's no courses from a standard university teaching entrepreneurships because they haven't figured out how to make it happen as well too. So in this aspect, there are a few things I want to share with you. Number 1, no games means no video games. It's first thing. And the second thing is about no games in personal life as well too. Because at the end of the day, those games in virtual world or games in personal life go into one thing. It's taking our focus away from what we are doing. So that means, let's say, think about the moment we're watching the games, playing the games, we are not thinking anything else. We're thinking about the games. So just completely take it our over brain power into that one, and the only thing we're trying to do is trying to win the game. That's not the good one, because that's the time, that focus, that energy should not go for the games. That energy, focus, and time should go for the missions somebody's working on their entrepreneurship journey. And the personal life games is the same. A lot of people like to play games in relationships, friendships, social games, like to do all kind of stuff. But those are all the things taking out the same thing, taking somebody's attentions as my attentions if I'm playing, and my energy and my time. So those are my 3 valuable assets of my life, which I need to manage and mobilize to one thing, which is gonna get it to move forward, what I wanna get it done as an entrepreneur. So that's why it's so much crucial is about no games rule. Number 6, this is probably a little bit tough, but I will tell you that for myself, I realized this one, I don't really like to listen music because I figure out that every time I'm listening music, it do only one thing. It completely take my attention again from what I'm doing and what I'm supposed to do and what's the work am I doing, what's the mission, to another thing, another imaginary world, and the imaginary things through the lyrics and the tones and ups and downs and all those melodies, taking me out from somewhere else for where it's supposed to be. So that's why I realized this one. For me, I like to be aware of every moment, and so I am in control of one thing: my attentions. Number 2, my time. Number 3, my focus. So then I can put my right energy into that one too and move that forward to the needle. Because at the end of the day, what I'm doing right now, I'm actually pushing really hardcore heavy thing to take it to where I need to go, because that's what because I have a really small muscle, because I have been working on professional life for a long period of time in the next step to move entrepreneurship. So that's the thing, I have to build all these habits in the earlier part of my life to get the transition into it. Number 7, I know that I told you first I'm going to give you 6 habits, but this is the bonus one. So this one is about minimizing the commute time and maximizing the value. So this is something make me a lot of thing. I realized this one. So I, as a personal life, I used to live in a suburb before, which is like around 45-minute drive from the city center. So I used to work in a city center back that time, and then I moved from suburb to city center. Every day 45 minutes up and go. So almost 90 minutes. And I used to drive myself. So that time basically it was very hard to do anything else for me to do that one. So my was about this 90 minutes. How do I can solve this problem? So then I made a decision this about I want to minimize this commute time. So then I moved to city center. So then my office went just like 5 minutes. So I just easily can communicate that to in 5 minutes. So I minimize the commute time. And then second thing is about now how I can even maximize. So I have to travel sometime. I have to go around. I've been traveling somewhere. I have to go to meet clients, or I have to go overseas for a meeting business partner. So what I do on this one, before I go, I know how to make it valuable. I know I have a list of books. I have a list of items I want to go through before those travel time, and I constantly making a list for that 1 and 2. So during the travel time, I know I probably, even I'm in a plane, I will not be able to access the internet. So I'm gonna download this one and leave it in my phone and in my laptops. So I will be using this one. So that's why I make my commute time more valuable for myself. And that will be a valuable time for everyone to use the same one as well too. So there you go. You have a dream and passion to be an entrepreneur, and in a goal, it's actually really hard. Don't worry, I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm telling you to get you ready for this one, because if we don't know what we are moving for, we have a high chance we're gonna give up very fast. But if we can really put our mind together and we're ready for the right challenge, so we will know. So my whole purpose of reminding all this thing is gonna be challenging, but using this 6-7 habits, 6 habit and 1 bonus, total 7, if you apply, you have a high chance to how you can deal this thing better. So you can be better fulfilled in your life through an entrepreneurship journey. So there's another video I made about what you need to achieve to become an entrepreneur when you are moving out from a C-suite or director role to your own agency. Check out this video right now. That probably will be a little bit tough, but it will be very valuable for you. Check it out right now, and I'll see you there. All the best. We have some exciting plan for the next week. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss that out.